Hi there, Mark here again. Welcome to this little video. We're going to be looking at this hop-up option from Tamiya. It's a 4x4 vehicle driver figure and it's option 1416. I think this will fit any 1/10 scale truck, or I suppose you could put it in a buggy or a rally car if you've got a 1/10. You do get the optional driver's head with the helmet, or you can have the one without a helmet or a hat. So let's get out of the bag and see what we get. So you've got your little instruction sheet, just shows you how to put them together. Obviously you can see the heads and the arms are fitted on separately, and that's the reason I went for this one. I mean, it is actually really cheap. I think I paid about £7 I think for this off eBay. The beauty of this driver is that you can adjust the position of the arms and obviously the head and so on to make them fit your vehicle or your cockpit. The other little bonus is you get a steering wheel as well, so if you haven't got one already in your cockpit, yeah, that's a nice bonus, you get that one with it. So what I'm going to try and do is fit this in here, which is my interior for the Range Rover. It has already got a kind of steering wheel moulded in there, but I think I'm going to try and adapt this, because on first impressions it's not quite going to fit. The legs aren't going to fit around this steering wheel, so if I can cut this out here and make a little adjustment to that, I can maybe get his legs in there and use the steering wheel that's provided with this hop-up kit. Okay, so here's the parts. Obviously I'm not going to use the driver's head with the helmet on, but obviously I'll keep that. Could well come in useful for one of my other cars that might need a head. So that's that. The first thing I'm going to do then is get these parts, and I'm going to glue the arms together. They just clip together. I've got plastic model cement pen there, so that's the kind that kind of melts the plastic. That's the kind you need. And I'm going to stick the head together, but I'm not going to put the arms on yet, because as I said, this is designed for the Toyota Bruiser I think, which fits on to the cockpit with this hole here with a screw. So I'm going to cut that off because I'm not going to need that. And again, I think it looks like it is about the right scale, but I'm going to have to start chopping this around and maybe filing some of the back of the driver so he sits properly in the seat. So I'll just start with that. Okay, so I've made a bit of progress. You might be able to see here I've adapted the kind of footwell. So in place of this part that we've taken off, I've used a bit of an old CD case, this black plastic, DVD case I think it was, that's it, and just fashioned that to shape. Just drops down a little bit. I've got some hard foam, just chopped a bit of that off to make a little bit of a binnacle for the steering wheel, because we're just trying to test fit the driver. So his arms are stuck together, the two halves, and I've had to go at rubbing down the joins where there's a bit of a lip on the front and back. It looks alright now. I've just stuck the arms on just for now with blue tack to see where the steering wheel's going to finally fit. So if you can see now, I'm quite lucky because, as I said, his legs, I haven't got to cut them off anymore, they fit down into that well. And if you look at his back, it miraculously follows the contours of the seat pretty well. It's almost made for it, so that's cool. So you can see why I've added this bit of foam now for the steering wheel, because of where his arms are. And hopefully there's a bit of plastic I've stuck on there off a tree we can get the steering wheel on. So yeah, there's a test fit. It's looking not too bad. I know it's a bit far away from the dashboard, but hey, when it's driving along inside the Range Rover, it should look okay. So I'll get on now and start painting the body and the head, which also I've stuck together and had a bit of a rub down to try and remove those mould lines where they join together. Doesn't look too bad. So yeah, we'll get on with a bit of painting. Okay, so there's the first coat. I've put some flesh on his head and the hands, and a bit of blue on the overalls, gone for a blue. Don't switch off. I know it looks awful at the minute. It's just the first coat, and I'm using this, it's acrylic paint. I think it's an artist paint. I kind of like this though, because it is a bit translucent or transparent, but you build up the layers and it has a nice effect, I think. So anyway, we'll see how it goes, so bear with me. Let's get some more paint on it. Okay, so we're getting there now. I've got most of that acrylic artist paint. I've decided to do his top kind of a denim colour. I don't know if it's coming across on the video, but hey. And his trousers a bit darker. I think it's supposed to be a race suit, but I've kind of split it in two. I don't know if you can see that. And I've just had a go at the hair with some enamel. And yeah, we're getting there. So I think another couple of coats, and then maybe a clear coat over the top. He's a bit too clean shaven for my liking, so I'm going to give him a bit of a shadow, with just a bit of watered down acrylic. I think that'll look okay. There we go. So while the driver's drying, I'm going to, well, I am just painting the steering wheel. For this I'm using a pot of matte black humble enamel for the outside, and then I'm using silver for the spokes. So I'll just get this on. So that's the steering wheel done, finished and fitted in the car. I haven't glued it in yet because we've got to get the driver in, and speaking of the driver, here he is. You can see, hopefully, I've given him a little bit of grey in his hair to match me, looking a bit older, but yeah, I'm quite pleased with the way he's come out. I think it's taken about 4 coats of this acrylic paint to do his trousers and his top, but yeah, it's a bit distressed looking, but I kind of like that. And yeah, let's get him in the interior. So there you go, there he is, fitted, ready for go for a drive. So yeah, that's the Tamiya Hop-Up figure. Again, it's OP-1416, and yeah, I think he'll suit any off-road or on-road for that matter 1/10 scale truck. Yeah, quite pleased with the way he's come out. So anyway, thanks for watching along, guys. Hope you enjoyed it, and hope to see you on the next one. Bye.